fine city of Baltimore, Maryland. And welcome to this exhibition clash between the Cowboys and the Ravens. Who do you see as the key players for this matchup, Chris?
Well, Gus, I've got my eyes on the two quarterbacks in this one. I had a chance to talk to both of these guys, obviously guys that have experience in this situation. They've been here before, and yet it's always so interesting. You can see a different look in their eyes when they're warming up. You know that they know the significance of these matchups, and it just adds another level of excitement to the football game. When you're talking about this kind of talent on the field, this should be a really good one. I know you're excited. I'm excited. Let's get it going.
Interesting, Chris. Great storyline here today, and we'll follow that storyline as this game moves on. Bueller is ready to kick this one off. Carr is deep, looking to return the kickoff. This will be down to the end zone for a touchback.
All right. We've got the middle covered, but if one of their receivers loses his man, he could burn us down the sideline.
Goes for it all! He tipped the ball away. Second down for the offense after that incomplete pass.
It'll be a mistake if they try to go deep over the middle here, but there is going to be some room along the sidelines.
Flacco hands it off.
And you love to see those linebackers playing downhill like that. Not just flowing sideline to sideline, but attacking and trying to get in the backfield.
Okay, I know we got them 3rd and long, but don't get caught napping if they run the draw.
He gets off the throw. And the tackle was made by Ball.
Receivers who can make plays like that on 3rd down tend to have nice, long careers.
Well, they haven't had much trouble through the air, so I'm betting they throw it again. Let's show them nothing comes easy against this defense.
Under heavy pressure. Gets it off, and he takes a hit.
When you get that kind of pressure, a lot of times the play will result in something worse than just an incompletion.
All right, here we go. Watch out for the quick pass. They'll be able to find space over the middle. If we can hurry the quarterback, we'll be in good shape.
Dumps it out left. Mark Clayton was his intended target.
All right, we need to get the ball back for our offense. If they catch it short, I want 11 men running.
The Cowboys take a timeout, and they've got 2 timeouts remaining.
All right, guys, one more stop like that, and we can have a seat and take a breather. Hit them hard, and make sure you finish your tackles.
White 18! White 18, go!
Looking for a man.
Pass rush almost got there that time, and he has to feel a little lucky that that ball just fell harmlessly to the turf.
Patrick Creighton awaiting the return. Returns the punt from the 16. Flag down. First time we've seen one today.
Holding.
Looked like someone got caught holding. Here's the official call.
Repeat, 4th down.
All right, a medium curl route to your wideout here. Take your 5-step drop, then zip it in there.
He gets off the throw. He's wrestled down at the 21. 8-yard gain on that play. That'll make it second down.
Okay, let's go with a halfback dive here. Nothing too fancy. Just follow your blocks up the gut.
The give to the tailback. The stop was made by Lewis. Felix Jones will get enough to pick up the first down. It's a gain of 3.
The key here is 3 steps and fling it. Your receiver will do the rest.
Looks to throw it. Right through his hands. He almost had the pick. Second down coming up after the incomplete pass.
Okay, we're running a play action. Your tight end's going to run a corner route. If the defender takes a misstep, our tight end can make something great happen.
Here's the throw. He's dropped down at the 41-yard line.
Well, when you have a talented running back like this, you always have to account for him. That time, a nice play-action pass opened it up down the field.
Gives it off. And he's tackled at the 47-yard line. Jones gets 7 yards on the play.
All right, 5-step drop here, then hit your receiver on this drag route as soon as you create separation.
It's a pass. He's brought down at the 45. Tony Romo has his team on the move. That's the third first down on the drive, which started around their own 15.
The tight end's going to be on a streak, so take a 5-step drop. Let him get down the field, put everything you got into getting it to him.
Here's the pass. Brings in another one. He's tackled at the 35.
All right.
No score after 1 quarter of play here at M&T Bank Stadium.
The key here is to take a 5-step drop. And if there's not a linebacker looking to ball hawk, beat the secondary by having the ball there right where your wide receiver.
He lets it go. It's complete. Clutch reception.
You know, a couple of things that really impressed me about Tony Romo. One is his accuracy, and that's always underrated. But the second thing is his quick release. We went back and timed his release and compared it to some of the greatest quarterbacks that ever played the game. And his release is as fast, if not faster, than any of them.
He throws downfield. Caught and dropped immediately. We have an injured Raven making his way off the field.
All right, a draw play here. Hopefully the defense lays back so we can surprise them.
Jones, the ball carrier.
Yeah, great defense at the point of attack, but also very impressive, the pursuit to the ball. They were all coming there.
All right, your wide receiver's going to be running an in route over the middle. You're out of the shotgun, so keep an eye out for those ball-hawking linebackers.
He passes it. It's broken up by the defender. Austin was the intended receiver. This will make it a field goal game. He splits the uprights. The Cowboys put up 3 for the first points of the game. Time for the drive summary. We'd like to let everyone know that this is brought to you by Verizon. This will be down to the end zone for a touchback. They were forced to punt on their last drive.
here we go. Our guy in the middle should protect us in case their receiver loses his man on the slant. Make sure we're ready to knock it down.
Gets it away. And he's tackled at the 32-yard line.
Joe Flacco throws the ball so hard sometimes, I'm amazed the receivers can even catch it. They probably have to ice their hands after the game.
Passes it downfield. James knocks it down, incomplete. Second down coming up after the incomplete pass.
It'll be a mistake if they try to go deep over the middle here, but there is going to be some room along the sidelines.
Flips it out short to his left. It's almost picked off. No completion that time, and it'll bring up third down.
Okay, it's a passing situation. Lock down anything that'll give them first down yardage, and we'll end this drive right here.
He lets it go, but pays a price with a monster hit.
Just missed that time, bringing him down for a sack, but great pressure to force an incompletion.
Patrick Creighton is back, awaiting the punt. He makes this one back to the 35.
Okay, this one is all about timing. You're out of the shotgun, so hit your receiver when he cuts on his slant.
He's going deep. He catches it, but he's out of bounds, incomplete.
Under pressure, he felt the heat that time and was forced to throw it away quickly.
Lets it go deep. Caught out of bounds, incomplete.
Not a perfectly timed throw that time. Held on to it just a little too long and led the receiver out of bounds.
Okay, you're out of the shotgun for this streak. Keep an eye on your tight end. If he's deep enough, fling the ball to him, let him do the rest.
Here's the long bomb. The defender tips it away. Jason Witten was the intended receiver on the play. Carr is the deep man awaiting the return. Returns the punt from the 16.
That thing had some huge hang time. By the time that he could field it, the coverage team was already on him. Just nothing you can do as a blocker in that case. The ball was in the air too long.
Okay, they usually run out of this formation, but you need to be ready if they try the play action. Don't let their tight end slip into the secondary.
Handoff to the right. Brady James was there to bring him down. They pick up a chunk of about 6 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
It'll be... All right, here we go. Our guy in the middle should protect us in case their receiver loses his man on the slant. Make sure we're ready to knock it down.
He's going to pass.
The Ravens are playing a bit cautiously here in the first half. They're doing some checkdowns and completing some short passes for 5 yards, but I'm not sure that's going to get it done in the end. You bring a little pressure, and it impacts quarterbacks, and we saw it there.
try to go deep over the middle here, but there is going to be some room along the sidelines.
He's searching for a receiver. And the pass falls incomplete. Third down coming up after that incompletion.
Okay, it's a passing situation. Lock down anything that'll give them first down yardage, and we'll end this drive right here.
Goes through his progression. The pass is tipped away. And the pass will fall incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
I don't know if that's the guy I want to pick on third down when you have to have a conversion. He is tough.
He's tackled and down at the 31.
That was really a good effort. There wasn't a ton of room for him to run, but he was able to get up the field, get a few yards. You never get upset with a punt return guy like that. It wasn't spectacular, but he got the job done.
Okay, let's make this play action count. After you sell the run, look for your wide receiver on this crossing route. If everybody bites, we're looking at 6.
Throws the deep pass. Can't complete that pass.
Tony Romo, it appears, is human after all. It's not very often we see him overthrow a receiver like that.
All right, the key to this slant is just whiz it in there. You're out of the shotgun so you can see the play develop.
The pass is away, and that's a catch. He's dropped down at the 44-yard line.
I think, like the Dallas Cowboys, I keep waiting for Roy Williams to break out and have that great season that everybody thinks he's capable of. All the physical attributes, 6'4", 210, can run, jump, catch the football. He can play. He just hasn't had that great season yet. But when you see him make plays like that, you know exactly what he's capable of doing.
Terrell Suggs was there for the stop.
That was a run blitz on that play. They brought the middle linebacker effectively, filling all the gaps, and there was simply nowhere for the running back to go.
There's the deep throw. He bats the ball away. No completion that time, and it'll bring up third down.
All right, this is a medium curl route to your wideout. We've got you out of the gun to buy time. So once he turns, zip it in there.
Gets the pass off. And he drops the short pick. And it'll be fourth down following the pass deflection.
Just terrific play by the defense. They followed the quarterback's eyes, made a quick jump on the ball, and were all over that one.
It bounces out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
He really did a nice job there, pinning them back inside their own 20. Anytime you can force an offense to start inside their own 20, it really gives you an edge.
Flacco hands it off straight ahead. He fights forward to about the 16.
All right, here we go. Not a whole lot of pressure, but coverage should be tight. If there's one hole, it's deep down the middle of the field.
Let's go now. White 18. White 18.
They go with the run. He's wrestled down at the 21. And as we head to halftime, the score is 3-0. Jones fields the ball at the 5. He's brought down at the 19.
Okay, let's make this play action count. After you sell the run, look for your wide receiver on this crossing route. If everybody bites.
Takes a lick as he lets it go. And he's tackled at the 40.
When you're trying to blitz the quarterback, you better have some talented corners on the outside, because as a wideout, just give me 3 or 4 seconds against the blitz, and it is awfully tough to try and cover that.
Gives it to the back. He's hit, but he's still on his feet. He's brought down at the 46-yard line.
You know, not only the top-end speed, which is so impressive, but speed in and out of his cuts. That's the difference in a great running back. Anytime you can see a guy maintain that speed out of his cuts, that's a guy that has superstar ability.
He's going to throw it. Landry. Picked! That's our first turnover of the game.
If they throw the screen here, step in front of it, and we could be looking at a pick 6.
Flacco gives it up the middle. He gets out to about the 35-yard line. Not much, maybe 2 yards on the carry. That brings up second down.
Man, that ain't make no sense.
If they throw the screen here, step in front of it, and we could be looking at a pick 6.
Flacco hands it off.
And when the defense gets that kind of penetration, it just disrupts everything for an offense. They have to get that guy blocked.
Still looking for an open man.
Anytime you give up that quick pressure like that, very seldom are those passes completed.
Patrick Creighton is back deep to return the punt. Creighton fields it at the 22. Gets to the 31-yard line. The Cowboys turn the ball over on an interception their last time out.
Your wideout's running a post here. The play action will give him time to get deep, and hopefully we fool the defense too.
He's hit hard on the play.
That was impressively done by the Ravens.
All right, forget about that sack. If we try to throw it deep and don't connect, we'll be looking at 3rd and long. I'd rather find a safe short route, pick him.
He gets off the throw. He's dropped down at the 34-yard line.
Big play, tremendous catch there, and you really leave yourself exposed as a wide receiver when you put your arms above the head. But that time he showed a lot of courage going up and getting that one.
Surveys the field. Hauls it in. What a play. He's had a great game catching passes for 100 yards.
And 100 yards from any of your wideouts is a nice contribution. That really opens things up for your offense.
Okay, nothing fancy here, just a halfback dive, where we hammer it up the middle and see if the blocks get us to the end zone.
Hands it off. Big play, and the Cowboys will have a 1st and goal.
I don't want to take a sack when we're this close to the end zone. The shotgun will give us a little extra time to find a man.
Pass is short right side. He's got it! Touchdown! The Cowboys go nearly 75 yards in 5 plays for the score.
Tony Romo is really just born to play this position. He has great instincts, good arm strength, throws such a nice ball, and all of his teammates really trust him. They know they can count on him to do everything within his power to win the game.
He'll down it in the end zone.
The offense has to find a way to put some points on the board, and it has to start happening now.
All right, here we go. Our guy in the middle should protect us in case their receiver loses his man on the slant. Make sure we're ready to knock it down.
Searching for an open man. He takes off. He's tackled at the 26-yard line.
Come on, guys. Calm down, y'all.
We'll have the deep and short stuff.
The Ravens have possession of the ball to begin this final quarter, and they're looking to close the gap.
The quarterback is going to have time to throw, but with so many guys in coverage, someone should be able to step in front of the pass.
Moves to his right. He's dragged down on the play.
Tremendous effort and good teamwork by the Cowboys.
Okay, that sack put them in a hole. They're going to have to go to the air here if they want to get a first down on this play.
He gets off the throw. Brings it in for a completion. He's wrestled down at the 31. Mark Clayton finally gets into the action, making his first reception of the game. They give it off here. 3 yards there.
Nice call there by the defensive coordinator, coming with the outside linebacker blitz, which really put some pressure on this group up front.
Third down coming up after that incompletion.
Okay, we have some deep protection to go along with our man coverage, but remember, we have linebackers covering guys who are faster than them.
Looks to throw it. Comes down with it. He's brought down at the 46-yard line.
I know these linebackers are pretty good for this team, but they're not good enough to cover wide receivers in this 4-wide receiver set. Time to bring some of those smaller, fast guys out there for this defense. Good pressure that time, and they forced a bad throw. Not much he could have done with the pocket collapsing like that.
All right, guys, listen up. We've accounted for anything down the middle of the field, but there still is room down the sidelines if one of their receivers breaks free.
Here's the throw. Another catch on this drive. Clayton drops it. Fumble out of bounds. Marcus Spears might have been shaken up a bit on the play.
All right, we have a few guys back in zone to prevent the big play, but they'll still be able to find some holes if they try to pass it short on them.
He's wanting to go deep with it. Into traffic, and it's picked off.
And you could really see him baiting the quarterback on that one. He wanted him to believe the receiver was open, but he had it all the way.
Draw a play to your halfback. Find a hole, see what we can make happen.
Jones on the give. It's a gain of 3.
As a quarterback, you really want to make that pre-snap read, and it's kind of hard to not see the middle linebacker. He came on the blitz that time, and sometimes you just need to get out of a play like that.
Patience is going to be the key on this sweep. Follow your blockers, and then boom, find the seam and run it as fast as you can. Trying to run some clock here. Hand it off, stay in bounds, no matter what.
Again with the run. Felix Jones found a hole and was able to move the chains with a 7-yard pickup.
All right, we're going to run a sweep here, so take the pitch, but don't rush it upfield. Let the blocks get thrown, then get around the corner.
They'll get the call again. Johnson will drop him behind the line at the 40.
On second and long. Let's run the draw and see if we can catch them backpedaling into coverage.
They keep it on the ground with the tailback. The Ravens will take their last time out.
Okay, you're in shotgun here. Scan the field. If no one's open, try to find a guy in single coverage.
Has a man to his right. Little flip. And he's tackled at the 45. Roy Williams makes his third catch of the game. Carr is back deep to receive. And it's in the end zone for a touchback.
All right, listen up. Our safeties are covering the deep pass, and we have a linebacker spying on the quarterback. Keep your eyes open and jump on that pass as soon as he throws it.
Go!
Rolls to his right. Flacco goes down on the quarterback sack.
Good coverage and good push by the Cowboys.
He spikes the ball.
All right, we need to get the ball back for our offense. If they catch it short, I want 11 men running towards that ball.
Barely gets it off.
Well, the defense didn't get the sack, but they got the next best thing, and that was a bad throw.
All right, this is pretty much the game here. Stop them now, and we should be able to run down the clock and get the win.
Here we go, here we go.
Under heavy pressure. They get to him on fourth down.
We only have a few yards to go for the score. Let's put it in our back's hands and see if he can find some room to the outside.
They go with the pitch to the right. Touchdown, Dallas! That should all but seal this one up.
And that's what you want to try and do as an offense. Put the dagger right in their heart. Don't give them the football back. Maintain possession and put them away with a big score. What a great drive.
And he adds the point after. He'll down it in the end zone. The defense really took charge the last time they were on the field.
The quarterback is going to have time to throw, but with so many guys in coverage, someone should be able to step in front of the pass.
It's a pass. It's complete. Clutch reception. Heap makes his third catch of the game. And he spiked it.
Concede any yards over the middle here. If they try it, bust their receiver right when the ball gets there and force the incompletion.
He's searching for a receiver, and he's hammered to the 16. The Cowboys are having no trouble getting to the quarterback, Chris. Here's the pass. He makes another catch. He's tackled at the 50. That'll do it from M&T Bank Stadium. Stay right here for top highlights and stats. Here's today's swagger player of the game, presented by Old Spice Deodorant. One player rose above the rest today. Here's the Doritos Crunch Time play of the game. Our final score is the Cowboys 17, the Ravens nothing.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports and Madden NFL 11.